Hello, and welcome back to Neuralink. Before we begin our exploration of a world hidden in plain sight, make sure you are in a place of complete comfort. Whether you are resting on a couch or settling into the softness of your bed, just allow your body to become heavy and still. For the most immersive experience, we recommend using headphones or AirPods now, letting the sounds of the outside world dissolve, replaced by the gentle focus of this space. Take a slow, deep breath in and let it fall away. As you breathe, feel your mind becoming like a mirror, clear, still, and ready to reflect. Let any lingering distractions simply drift past you like leaves on a quiet stream. In this session, the story of the game by Neil Strauss will flow directly into your awareness. This is a journey designed to stimulate your thoughts on human connection, to expand your understanding of social dynamics, and to sharpen your perspective on what it means to truly belong. As our narration comes to its natural end, I invite you to stay with the binaural sounds. They have been carefully woven into this experience to help your mind stay open and receptive, allowing the deeper lessons of this transformation to settle quietly into your awareness far below the surface. If you find value in this journey we are taking together, please remember to like the video and subscribe to support the channel, helping us continue to bridge the gap between curiosity and understanding. Today, we delve into a narrative that is as much about the human psyche as it is about social interaction. The game penetrating the secret society of pickup artists. This story was brought to light by Neil Strauss, an investigative journalist for Rolling Stone and the New York Times. Neil didn't just observe this world, he became part of it. He began his journey as an average frustrated chump, someone who felt invisible in the world of social connection. But through a 2-year immersion into a hidden subculture, he transformed himself into style, a world-renowned master of social dynamics. Beneath the flashy exterior of the pickup world, Neil discovered something far more profound: the fragile nature of confidence, the masks we wear to be loved, and the ultimate realization that the most powerful game of all is learning to be your true self. As you listen, imagine this journey not as a set of rules to be learned, but as a path of self-discovery, a movement from the shadows of insecurity into the light of authentic connection. Now, let's begin. In the quiet beginning of this story, we find a man named Neil. Like many of us, he felt a sense of being invisible in the crowded rooms of life. Drifting through the world as an average frustrated chump, he carried the heavy weight of social anxiety, the quiet, gnawing feeling that there was a secret language of connection he simply did not speak. Imagine this state not as a failure, but as a cocoon. It is a place of longing, a place where the desire to be seen and understood begins to stir. As you listen, feel that old sense of social hesitation dissolving, replaced by the curiosity of what lies beyond the veil of the ordinary. One night, a simple assignment leads Neil into the digital underground, a hidden world of message boards and secret meetings. Here, men from all walks of life gathered to decode the mysteries of attraction. This was the Seduction community, a subculture dedicated to the idea that charisma is not an innate gift, but a skill that can be studied, practiced, and mastered. As Neil begins to read their words, he feels a shift in the air. The world, once a confusing maze, begins to look like a series of patterns. He realizes that the walls he built around himself were made of nothing more than his own perceptions. To enter this new world, Neil must leave his old self behind. He adopts the name Style. This is the first step in a hypnotic transformation. Think of this persona as a protective garment, a colorful mask that allows the true self to stay safe while the external self learns to dance. Style begins to experiment with peacocking, wearing loud, attention-grabbing clothes to signal confidence. He learns routines and openers, scripted ways to break the silence. As he practices these, he realizes that the world responds to the energy we project. By changing his outward appearance, he begins to change his internal resonance. Deep within the mechanics of the game, Neil encounters the mystery method. This is a structured path of social interaction, moving from the initial attraction to building comfort, and finally to seduction. It is a map of human psychology, laid out like a blueprint. As Style masters these steps, he discovers the power of negging, the subtle, playful tease that levels the playing field. He learns to use social proof, the quiet art of showing that one is already valued by others. These techniques are not just tricks, they are mirrors held up to the subconscious mind, reflecting the way we are wired to seek value and connection in others. As Style climbs the ranks of the community, he finds himself surrounded by a cast of characters who seem larger than life. There is Mystery, the tall, eccentric magician who founded the method; Tyler Durden, the relentless philosopher of social dynamics; and countless others seeking a way out of their own loneliness. They form a brotherhood, living together in Project Hollywood, a mansion dedicated to the pursuit of social mastery. Imagine the energy of this place, a constant hum of shared goals and late-night debriefs. For a moment, the world feels like a playground where anything is possible, and the old shadows of invisibility have been completely banished by the bright lights of success. With his newfound mastery, Style travels the world. He finds himself in the company of celebrities, models, and the social elite. The man who once felt he had no voice is now the one everyone wants to hear. This is the peak of the mountain. In this state of high value, the ego feels nourished and full. It is a hypnotic high, a feeling that the game has solved every problem. But even at the summit, the air begins to feel thin. The rituals that once felt like magic start to feel like repetitions. You begin to realize, as Style did, that winning the game is not the same as finding peace. As the months turn into years, the mask of Style begins to feel heavy. Neil finds that while he can attract anyone, he struggles to truly connect with anyone. The routines that broke the ice also created a wall of artifice. When you are always playing a character, the person who is loved is the character, not the soul beneath it. This is a quiet, reflective turning point. The community that once felt like a sanctuary begins to show its fractures. Egos clash, friendships dissolve, and the relentless pursuit of more leads to an inevitable hollow feeling. The game, it seems, has a price that cannot be paid in charisma alone. Even the great teachers of the game are not immune to the shadows. Mystery, the architect of the method, struggles with his own inner demons and heartbreaks. The very men who crack the code of attraction find themselves unable to maintain the very relationships they worked so hard to initiate. This is a profound lesson in the human condition. It reminds us that no amount of technique can bypass the need for genuine vulnerability and emotional health. The game can get you into the room, but it cannot teach you how to stay once the lights go out. The climax of the story arrives when Neil meets Lisa. Unlike the others, Lisa sees through the routines. She challenges the mask of Style and demands to see Neil. In her presence, the game becomes irrelevant. This is the most beautiful part of the transformation, the moment where the armor is laid down. Neil realizes that the ultimate goal of social mastery is to reach a place where you no longer need it. He discovers that true attraction is not a series of steps, but a frequency of honesty. He chooses to leave the community, to leave Project Hollywood, and to leave style behind. In the quiet aftermath, Neil Strauss reflects on what he has learned. He has not discarded the social skills he acquired, but he has integrated them into a more honest version of himself. He has moved from being an average frustrated chump to a master, only to find that the highest state is simply being a man, whole, flawed, and real. As you absorb this journey, feel the balance returning to your own life. You understand that confidence is a tool, but authenticity is the destination. The secrets of the society are no longer secrets. They are just facets of the complex, beautiful human experience. The transition begins now as the story of the external world starts to fade, and your attention turns inward toward the quiet wisdom of your own experience. You are moving from the role of a listener to the role of an observer, watching as the ideas from the journey of Neil Strauss drift down into the deeper layers of your awareness. There is no effort required to hold on to these truths. They are simply sinking like small, smooth stones into the clear water of your mind, finding their place among the things you already know to be true about the human heart. As you drift further into this state of calm receptivity, you are absorbing the core realization that social dynamics are not a mystery to be feared, but a language to be understood. You can feel the old anxieties about being seen or judged beginning to lose their grip. You are integrating the understanding that everyone you meet is also navigating their own world of hope and hesitation. By absorbing the style transformation, you are not adopting a mask, but rather the freedom to experiment with your own presence. You are learning that you have the power to shift the energy of a room simply by choosing how you show up within it, standing in a space of quiet, grounded confidence. You are also absorbing the deeper, more vital lesson of the game's end, the realization that true connection only begins where the routines stop. In this deep space of focus, you are letting go of the need for scripts or strategies, and instead, you are strengthening your connection to your own authenticity. You are absorbing the truth that your most attractive quality is your own genuine nature, stripped of the need to impress or perform. You feel a sense of relief as you integrate the idea that you are already enough, and that the ultimate mastery is the ability to be vulnerable, real, and present with another human being. Finally, you are locking in the wisdom that life is a balance between the skills we learn and the truth of who we are. You are absorbing the ability to move through social spaces with ease, while keeping your heart anchored in your own values. As these critical insights from the book weave themselves into your subconscious, you feel a sense of integration and wholeness. You are becoming a person who can navigate the complexities of the world with a playful awareness, knowing that the greatest prize is not the approval of others, but the peace you find within yourself. Stay now with the sounds, letting these truths drift and settle deeper and deeper until they are simply a part of your own natural way of being. As my voice begins to soften and blend into the background, the story of the game transforms from a narrative into a quiet understanding within you. You have journeyed through the shadows of insecurity, felt the rush of transformation, and finally arrived back at the shore of your own true self. As the narration comes to an end, be sure to continue listening to the binaural sounds that follow. They have been carefully designed to help your mind stay in this receptive state, creating a bridge between the ideas we've shared and the deeper parts of your awareness. This is the time for the information to settle, like dust motes finding their place in a beam of afternoon light, allowing the lessons of confidence and authenticity to take deep, permanent root. If you have found value in this exploration of the human heart and the masks we wear, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to Neuralink. By doing so, you support the continued creation of these sessions, helping us bring more clarity and calm to your daily life. For now, simply let go of any need to think or analyze. Let the binaural beats guide you further into your own stillness. Trust that your mind knows exactly how to use what you've learned today. Stay with the sounds, let it wash over you, and allow yourself to simply be.